Class. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope all of you have watched the videos that I've already sent, right? Okay. So before starting this chapter, I want to ask you, right? What do you mean by work? Tell me. What do you mean by work? What is work? Tell me, everyone. What is work? Just message. Think about it and let me know. What do you understand by work? Okay, Yashash. No, I'm just talking about the definition. I'm not talking about the formula, right? Because suppose you have to teach someone, okay, suppose you have to teach one class six students, right, about work. Then what can you say? Tell me, what can you say? You can't say that this is force into displacement, right? Okay, action we do for earn money, okay? Anyone else? Think about it. Tell me. Yes, motion caused by the work, okay? Okay, just have a blind guess, right? Doesn't matter. Okay, just tell me what is work. What do you think about work? What do you understand about work? Okay, the work is done and force of produce motion. Okay, an activity which we apply force and there is some result. Okay, right? See, that's the thing, right? All of you who have watched the videos have some sense about this thing, right? Work. So can I say that okay, work is a physical quantity, right? Work is a physical quantity. Okay, right? Just think about it. Can I say that work is a physical quantity, right? Which is basically the product of, or it is because of the displacement of any object when force is applied on that object. Yes or no? Tell me. Think about it. Very basic, right? Or you can just say that, yes. Now, again, the energy, we haven't defined energy yet, Vikas. Okay, we haven't defined energy yet, right? So we don't know the concept of energy yet, right? I just know that okay, if I'm applying some force, suppose we have this. Uh, wait, yeah. Suppose I'm having this phone, right? I'm moving it. Okay, so I'm applying a force, and this is moving. That's what we know, right? So I can say that okay, work is a physical parameter. First part is a physical quantity, right? By the virtue of displacement of any object when force is applied. That's the basic definition, very basic definition, right? That we can make student understand, right? Doesn't matter if it's class 6 students or class 7 students or class 9 students, because I hope this definition is very much understood by each and everyone, right? Yes or no? Tell me. So I can say that okay, work is associated with two physical parameters. First is force, second is displacement, right? Now we have to understand how these two parameters are related. But before that, we will talk about some basic terms. Now, I hope that all of you know, right, what is your physical quantity, right? Yes or no? Tell me. I hope all of you know what is your physical quantity. Yes. Now, can I say that physical quantity are of two types? Tell me. Physical quantity are of two types. What are they? Everyone, tell me. What are they? Yes, very good. Vector and scalar. Right? Vector and scalar. So I can say that if I have to say about physical quantity, if I have to talk about physical quantity, then I can say that physical quantity are of two types. Right? Let's talk about physical quantity in general. Physical quantity, right? Quantity are of two types. Okay, first is your scalar and second is your vector. I hope all of you know this. Tell me, all of you know this? Yes or no? Just raise your hand. Right? All of you know this? Scalar and vector? Very good, right? Okay, so scalar are those physical quantities which just have magnitude, right? Means just have value. For example, when you talk about what is the temperature, right? When you talk about temperature, so you say that okay, it is 28 degrees centigrade or 32 degrees centigrade. Do we say that it is 28 degrees centigrade in north and 28 degrees centigrade in south, right? Or 28 degree centigrade making 30 degree with your floor. Do we say these things? Tell me. No, right? We just say that, okay, the temperature is 28 degrees centigrade or 32 degrees centigrade. So I can say that scalar are the physical quantities, right, which have only magnitude, right? Okay, makes sense? Tell me. But when we talk about vector quantities, we also studied that there are some quantities which have both direction as well as magnitude. Yes or no? Tell me. Yes or no? The basic example that we have studied is displacement or force or velocity, right? So these all are parameters which are both magnitude as well as direction, right? These are the prerequisite. Okay. Okay. Now, when we talk about my general terms that we have studied till now, right? Let's think about the physical parameters that we have studied till now. So till now, what we have studied? Tell me, what are the physical parameters that we have studied? The first thing that we studied is what is distance, right? Then displacement, right? Displacement, then speed, velocity, acceleration, right? Yes, yes, very good. Mass, okay. So mass is very fundamental. So I'll write it down. Mass, then force. Retardation is just like acceleration only, right? It is just the decreasing acceleration. Okay, right? Weight is force only, na Janvi, right? Weight is force only. I'm talking about the different parameters, different physical quantities. Okay, so we have studied about momentum. Height is length only, right? Height is distance only. Okay. No, whatever we have studied till now, Tapish, okay, in my syllabus till chapter number 30, sorry, 3, right? Pressure. Very good. Pressure, right? Okay. So we have studied these things. Inertia, okay, inertia, right? So inertia is also kind of, yes, density. Okay, very good. Density. First is also kind of force only, right? Now, when we talk about these physical quantities, okay, we can identify them. Jyoti, my voice should not be cracking, guys. My voice is cracking. Tell me. Because my internet is very good. Jyoti, it might be your internet issue. Okay. Okay. Now, when we talk about any physical quantity, right, I'll just give you the brief about physics. Okay. Now, when we talk about any physical quantity, there are three things that we should know about that, right? Okay. Right. There are three things that we should know. First is, right, the basic definition of the physical quantity, right? Second thing that we should know is what is the unit of that physical quantity, right? Third is something called dimension. Dimension. Okay. Now, I hope all of you already know the definition and unit. Yes, formula. Yes, you can say that formula, but formula is basically the definition, right? Formula is basically the definition, right? Okay. Right, Afsa? Okay. Vikas, you're getting Yashash. There's a nice pic behind you guys. Aware? Getting everyone? Okay. Now, what do you mean by dimension? What do we mean by dimension? Have you studied about dimension? Tell me. Vikas, aware? Have you studied about dimension? Now, suppose we know that we have seven fundamental physical quantities, right? We have seven fundamental physical quantities. Yes or no? Tell me. Tell me. Yes or no? Right? Can anyone name the seven fundamental physical quantities? Yes. What are they? Tell me. What are they? Tell me, Vikas, aware? Distance. Okay, that is length, right? So I can say that when we talk about any physical quantity, right, it is of two types, right? Any physical quantity, whatever we study, right, mass, length, force, pressure, momentum, whatever we study, right, it is of two types. See, I'm talking about the basic of physics now. We will go to this chapter, but first we have to understand very basic of physics. There are some terms that we should know. Okay, right? So first we talk about fundamental physical quantities. Fundamental physical quantities, right? Okay, so there are actually seven, but we have to talk about five. We just have to talk about five. So yes, first is mass. Very good, mass, right? Second, guys, very good, length, length. Third, time. Yes, very good, time, time. Fourth, what do you think? Fourth, no,
Electric current.
obviously length into length, right? Fourth is also can be said temperature. Yes, very good, temperature. Right, one more that we have to study. One more.
Electric current.
Tell me.
Strength of
Electric
electric current.
Guys, your voice would be breaking. Okay, that's why just message. Energy is also kind of derived. Yes. So current.
Sir,
Very good.
electric current.
Yes, yes,
Electric-
yes, yes. Electric current, right? Electric current. Okay. Now there are two more that you haven't studied, but one you have studied in this class, right? Not this class means class 9. Have you studied something about mole? Tell me, mole.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Chandan, it might be because of your internet, right? Okay. Just turn off your video, right? If you have turned on your video, you can just turn off your video, okay? Because my writing will not lag, okay? Yes. Now, seventh one is called as luminous intensity that we will not study.
Thermodynamic temperature.
That is your temperature, right? That's your temperature, okay? Right? So we have these seven fundamental physical quantities. What is the meaning of fundamental? Because all the other physical quantities will be derived from these, okay? Now, this is the basic term. Now, when we talk about any physical quantities, we have two things associated with that, right? Which I just discussed. One is its unit, and second is something called dimension. Okay, dimension. Now, what is the meaning of dimension? So dimension is just like your surname. For example, if my name is Vishnu Dev, right? So what I'll do, I'll just write as VD. Tell me yes or no. Instead of writing Vishnu Dev, I will write VD, right? Or for example, when we have a surname, we just use one word to represent, okay, that represents that name, okay, short form. In same way, dimensions like the short form of these fundamental quantities, okay? Now, units, we have different type of units. When we talk about units, we have SI unit, we have CGS unit, but here we are talking about standard unit, SI unit, okay, right? So when we talk about mass, what is the standard unit of mass? I'll just write it down. Standard unit, SI unit. What is the standard unit of mass, everyone?
Kilogram.
Yes,
Kilogram.
very good. Kilogram. It is kilogram, it's kg,
kg.
right? What about dimension? What do you think? What should be the dimension? Think about it. What should be the short form of mass? It's quite easy, right?
M.
Yeah, very
M.
good. Very good. So it is capital M. Dimension is written in capital. So capital M is the dimension of mass. Very good, Yashila. Very good, Darshan. Now, second is length. What about length? Unit of length?
Meter.
Meter. Very good. Small m, right?
Meters.
Dimension. What do you think about dimension? What can be dimension?
S.
L. Capital L. Okay, capital L. Right? Length, right? Capital L. Okay. Now, what about time? I hope all of you know the
Capital. Small.
Seconds.
Seconds.
seconds. Very good. Seconds. And dimension?
Small t.
Small t.
Dimension is
T.
always capital. Dimension is always capital. Okay. Capital T. Right? Capital T. Yes, Darshan. Right? Dimension is always your capital letter. It's not the small letter. Right? Units will be small letter. Okay. Units may be small letter. In some case, it may be capital, but dimension will always be capital. Now, temperature. Tell me temperature. Kelvin.
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 Kelvin. Very good, Kelvin. And the unit is
K.
okay. K, right? Sometimes even T is used, but normally K. Okay. Now electric current is basically ampere. We will study about this in next class 10, right? And the unit is I. Sorry, the dimension is I, right? Okay, so we'll be studying about these 5 only for now, right? Now let's come to our chapter. Work for energy. Now, as you have already watched the video, right, you might have the basic idea about work. Okay, so the last chapter we talked about force. Okay, if we apply a force, suppose we have a box over here, right? Suppose, guys, I'm horrible at drawing, by the way. I'll just let you know. Okay, I'm horrible at drawing. I can never draw a straight line. Okay. Coulomb is for charge, Vastav. Coulomb is for charge. Okay. Now, you must be thinking, okay, sir, if we have only these 7 as fundamental quantities, then what about the other physical quantities? They're called as derived physical quantities, right? They're called as derived physical quantity. Got it? Tell me, right? Yes? Agree? Mole, yes, mole is a SI unit, Vikas, right? Now think about it. Think about any other physical quantity that we have studied, right? Let's talk about force. Let's talk about force because we will be talking about force a lot in this chapter. Now we know that the definition of force was what? Tell me. It was mass into acceleration. Right? Tell me, yes or no? Mass into acceleration, MA? Now, when we talk about the unit of mass and acceleration, I'll just break down this. I'll just break down this formula at all, right? So let's break down mass into acceleration is what? Displacement by time squared. Time squared. Yes or no? Tell me, yes or no? Right? This is the basic formula. Like, so I can just, yes, I can convert any derived physical quantity in terms of fundamental quantities. Now, when we talk about this, mass is your physical quantity, which is fundamental physical quantity. Yes or no? Yes or no? Mass is a fundamental physical quantity. Displacement is basically length, right? Time is time. So let's talk about the unit. Let's talk about the unit, right? Unit. So what is the unit of mass? Kg. Very good. Kg. What is the unit of length? Meter. Okay, very good. Meter. Divided by what is the unit of time? Second squared. Second squared. Anyone have any issue? Tell me, right? Got it? So can I say that the unit is kg meter per second square? This is the unit. And since this is a big unit, I give a small, right, unit called as Newton. So this is equal to 1 Newton. 1 kg meter per second square is 1 Newton. Agree? Tell me, guys, agree? Okay. Now, what about dimension? Tell me, what is the dimension of this physical quantity? Tell me, what is the dimension?
F.
Capital F.
Capital F.
No, not capital F, right? Because dimension should also be like your fundamental physical quantity, na? Right? Dimension should also be in terms of fundamental physical quantity, right? No, Janvi, acceleration is velocity per unit time, na?
N.
Right? Got it? Velocity per unit time, and velocity is displacement by time. So that's why it is displacement per unit time square. Okay, Janvi? So see, when you talk about dimension, what is the dimension of mass? Tell me. Yes, Sheila, very good. What is the dimension of mass? Capital M.
M.
Right? What is the dimension of distance, length? Capital L. Right? Divide by dimension of time is capital T square. Got it? So if you observe, what we will get? We will get ml t to the power -2. This is dimension of work done. Yes or no? Tell me, guys. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. Now you might not be getting, okay, so why we need to use dimension, right? But think about this. Suppose you have a problem. Suppose you have a problem, right? In which the terms are, for example, we know that for force, the dimension should be m l t to the power minus 2. Yes or no? Tell me. Yes or no? Right? Now, there are different formula of force, okay, because there are lots of physical quantities, right? For example, I'll just give you one example. Okay. Force can also be defined as, right? Force can also be defined as pressure into length. L is, Janvi, you joined late, yeah? L is the dimension of length. L is the dimension of length, which is a short form. Okay, Janvi? Now, force can also be written as P into area, pressure into area. Tell me, yes or no? Yes or no? Force can also be written as, yes, very good. Okay. Okay. So force can also be written as this different formulas depending on the physical quantity. It is also called as stress, stress into area. Right? They are, see, because all are length, right, Navya? Breadth and height are the same dimension. Because breadth and height are the two names of length only, right? Yes or no? Tell me. So we do consider breadth and height in the same dimension. Because see, this is the dimension, this dimension and your 1D, 2D, 3D are two different things. This dimension, right? Even the terms are same, they are two different things. Okay, Mahi? Got it, Navya? Right? 1D, 2D, 3D are the dimension based on the axis. But this dimension is basically the short form. They both are not the same thing. Got it? Yes or no? Right? Okay, it's not that this dimension is like 1D, 2D. So do not include these two things simultaneously. Okay, right. Okay, so I hope all of you understood this. I'll tell you the reason, because when we talk about the problems, very good problems. Okay, so not always we have to find the value. Okay, see, that's the short form of momentum, but the dimension of momentum, let's think, right? Let's talk about momentum. Someone asked about momentum. So when you talk about momentum, sorry, okay, momentum. So momentum is what? Mass into velocity. Got it? Right? Okay. So the unit is what? Kg. It is velocity meter by time, which is second. This is your unit. Okay. But dimension, tell me, what is the dimension? Dimension is, tell me, kg is m, length by time. So this is ml t to the power minus 1. Got it? Yes or no? Got it? ml. Stress is another physical quantity, Chandan. There are many physical quantities that you don't know. Okay. So over the period of time, right, we will study this. Yes, Vaishnavi, pressure, thrust, and stress are definition-wise, they are different physical quantities, right? But when you talk about the dimension-wise, and for example, to think about energy that we will be going to study. Now, when we talk about energy, there are different type of energies, yes or no, right? There are different type of energies, but all of them are energy, right? Even though the name are different, but all of them are energy, right? In the same way, when you talk about force, we have studied this, right? Dimension, see again, right? For example, force, can I say that friction force? Think about it. Can I say friction force, right? And force applied by you. They are two different things. Yes or no? Tell me. Even though both are force, they are two different things, right? Formula wise, yes. When you talk about formula, yes, you can write like they are equal, they are type of force only. In the same way, Yashash, you can say that stress is also kind of pressure, Okay, but again, definition wise, it will be two different quantities. Okay, got it? Tell me, got it? Okay, very good. Right, now let's talk about work. Let's talk about work. Now think about it, right? Work is basically, when you talk about your syllabus, okay, so work is very vague, right? The definition of work is very vague. For example, right, if I'm teaching you guys, am I doing work? Tell me, am I doing work if I'm teaching you guys? No, right? Because I'm not moving. Okay, I'm not moving. I'm not changing my displacement. Okay, so according to you, according to a person, right, who observe me, right? And according to the definition that we have studied, I'm not doing any kind of work, right? I'm just doing something in laptop or I'm just speaking, okay, right? But in reality, I might be doing work, okay? So that's why we have different definition of work. We have different perception of work. So work that we are going to study is called as class or basically the physics that we are studying is called as classical physics or mechanics, right? In which we basically depend upon the motion, okay, right? Okay, we basically depend upon the, yes, okay, motion, right? So I can say that according to our syllabus, what we have to study, okay, work can be defined. Tell me, how can we define work? Tell me everyone, how can we define work? Think about it. Anyone? Yes. So I can say that work is basically the physical quantity. Okay, right? Work is basically a physical quantity by the virtue of force, right? When it acts on an object and object move in the direction of force. Yes or no? Just wait for some time. Yes. So I can say that when a force act on an object, when a force act on an object and the object move in the direction of force, right? Then work is done. Yes, yes, right? Now, since you guys don't know much about the some terms which is vector, right? Basically the board students, okay, but foundation students might know, right? Now let's think about the actual definition. Okay, now for board students, this is a kind of question for you, okay? Because foundation students might already know, but don't worry, we will complete your normal syllabus, but I want you to enjoy physics. I want to feel it. Okay. Now we know that, okay, work is basically what? Tell me, right? A physical quantity, right, which is depending on force. Okay, think about it, right? I'll just Janvi, my voice is not cracking, don't worry. Okay, right? Just give some time. I'll repeat things again. Okay. So let's think about this. Let's think about it, right? Let's think from the uh, like a from a curious student's point of view. Now I can say that if I'm applying more force on something, suppose, right? Suppose if I'm applying more force on something, okay, right? Work. Let's talk about work. So if I'm applying more force on something, the work will be more. Yes or no? Tell me. Think about it. Yes or no? It, right? I'm not talking always, but it is, right, one of the factor. Yes. And second, when you apply when yes, when a force is applied and distance covered by object is more, right? A distance covered by an object is more, right? S or D, you can use anything, right? Then also I can say that the work will be more. Okay, got it? Yes, yes, Yashash, what doubt you have? Tell me.
सर आपने अभी एक एग्जांपल दिया था कि अगर मैं आपको पढ़ा रहा हूँ तो मैं वर्क कर रहा हूँ कि नहीं कर रहा हूँ, तो सर उस केस में जब आप पढ़ाओगे तो जो नॉलेज है आपके पास वो नर्व इम्पल्सेस के फॉर्म में माउथ तक जाएगी, फिर माउथ वो चीज बोलेगी और बेसिकली हमारे जो ईयर्स हैं वो उसी इंफॉर्मेशन को नर्व इम्पल्सेस के फॉर्म में वापस ईयर से लेके ब्रेन तक लेके जाएंगे। तो सर बेसिकली यहाँ पे डिस्प्लेसमेंट हो रहा है ना नर्व इम्पल्सेस का फ्रॉम आवर ईयर टू द ब्रेन एंड ब्रेन टू द mouth.
Yes, so exactly what किसके कारण हो रहा है वो मैटर करता है, समझ में आया, right? Okay, and when we talk about work for our syllabus, we talk about basically the classical definition of work, right? Now, अब जब मैं बात कर रहा हूँ work का, right? Now, when I'm speaking, my mouth is basically, you can say that because of the force applied by my mouth, the air vibrates, right? Air vibrates. Yes or no?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
So the position of air molecule is changing. Okay, right? So I can say that yes, since the position of air molecule changes, there will be work, right? There will be energy, but that would be a sound energy. Okay, but here we are talking about the work done by the object, right? Object, right? Which is moving or not moving. Okay, right? Now, if I consider myself as an object, because when you talk about a work, right, it is done by someone. Yes or no? Right? Now, if I'm talking about myself, I'm not moving. Like I'm not moving from one place to another place. Okay. So I cannot say that I'm doing work. Okay. The classical definition of work. Right, everyone? Okay. Okay, Ashish, got it?
Got it, sir.
Okay. Now, so I can say that if I'm talking about these two physical quantities, force as well as displacement, I'll club them. So I can say that okay, work is equal to force into displacement, right? Force into displacement, right? Now, either you can accept the fact that it is force into displacement. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, it can be relative because height or displacement is relative. Okay, got it, right? Now, think about it. The one problem that you guys can ask, right? One problem that you can ask, sir, what is the type of physical quantity, right? Or this work, when you talk about this work, is it scalar quantity or physical quantity? Tell me. This work should be scalar quantity or physical quantity? Think about it.
So vector quantity.
Or vector, okay? Because distance and displacement, right? Technically it is same, now it is length only. Got it, right? Dimensionally it is length only, but displacement is basically a vector quantity, which means direction is involved. Okay, and distance is just a scalar quantity where we just need to talk about the length, right? Or the path covered. Okay, yes. Work is your scalar quantity. Think about it. Work is your scalar quantity. Okay, right? Work is a scalar quantity, right? Now, doesn't it sounds like quite uh, opposite, because force is your vector quantity. We have already studied that force is a vector quantity, right? Displacement is also a vector quantity. Okay, so a vector into vector will give scalar. How is this is possible? Right? Tell me. Vector into vector will give scalar.
Sir,
Like, can
work
you?
is vector.
No, no. Work is scalar quantity. Work, energy, everything is a scalar quantity. Okay.
Sir, we consider direction in terms of work, no, sir.
No, no,
Sir,
we
we
don't
say
consider
work is
direction.
negative. Sir,
See,
work is negative when direction is opposite.
no, 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 that's not the thing, right? When work is negative, means you are doing work or work is being done on you. Okay, got it. The concept of negative and positive work is something else, right? Okay, energy is also positive, negative, right? When you talk about vector, it means direction is involved. Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay, right, right, everyone. Okay, now when we talk about this, when you talk about this work, which is your scalar quantity, and it is the product of two vector quantities, right? The concept here that we have to know is what is the basic definition, right, of this work. Can I say that, okay, work is force into displacement, right? If I can say that force into displacement is work, then how can this work is a scalar quantity, right? Now, uh, for board students, since you don't have any idea idea about vectors, I'll just let you know. Just like accept the fact that this is what the concept is. Okay. Now, when we talk about vectors, right? Basically, what we are doing is we are multiplying two vectors, right? Yes or no? Multiplication of vectors. Okay, got it? Now, multiplication of vectors, because I'll tell you, don't worry. Okay, multiplication of vectors. Now think about it. Vector into vector. Vector into vector. That's the meaning of multiplication of vector. Will give you scalar or vector? Tell me. Either it will give you a scalar or it will give you a vector. Think about it. Scalar or vector?
Scalar.
Now the answer is both. It can give both scalar as well as vector, depending the type of multiplication. Okay, depending on type of multiplication. We have two type of multiplication. When you talk about vectors, we have two type of multiplication. Okay, Yashila, you forgot, right? See, depending on this, if we want scalar quantity as a product, right? If we want scalar quantity as product, right? Then the multiplication of vector is called as dot product. Dot product. Product is multiplication, right? Got it, right? For example, here, see this example. Force is a vector, right? Displacement is a vector, but work is a scalar. So what do you think? How should we multiply force and displacement? Tell me. Work done should be force dot displacement. Yes. Got it? Tell me. Got it? Yes or no? Right? In our syllabus, we just have to know about this. Okay. The second one, we don't have to know now, but we will study after completing our syllabus. Now, then you'll say, sir, what is the difference, right? What is the meaning of this dot? Yes or no? Tell me. That should be your obvious question, right? What is the meaning of this? Yes or no? Tell me, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the difference is when you talk about dot, right? When you talk about dot, it means suppose we have a vector, right? Suppose we have this is your displacement vector, right? This is a displacement vector. What is the meaning of displacement vector? Like the object is moving in this direction, right? And the length of this is your, tell me, the object is moving in this direction, yes or no? Everyone, both students, are you getting this? Right? When I'm saying that this is your displacement vector, what does that mean? It means that an object is moving in this direction, yes, right, Jayati, Samartha, Apsa, everyone is getting this, right? I hope everyone is getting this. This is, yes, direction is specified, right, and distance. So the arrow represents this length represents the distance covered, and this direction, that's why it is your displacement, right? Now, suppose you apply force in this direction. This is the direction of force. Yes or no? This is the direction of force, right? Which means what? Think about it, right? Think about it. Suppose I'm having this phone. Yes or no? I'm having this phone. Or just imagine, imagine this. I think all of you have done this, right? When you were a child, right? So we have this toy. I hope all of you played with this toy, right? Suppose we have a tricord or right, bus, something like this, and there we used to have this thread and we used to pull this, yes or no, and the toy used to move forward, right? I hope all of you seen this or imagine this, yes or no? Tell me, anyone who haven't like either saw this, right, or played with this, right? Now think about it. If you're pulling this car in this direction, think about it. If you're pulling this car in this direction, right, but it is moving in this direction, right? It is moving in this direction now, yes or no? Tell me, it is moving in forward direction, yes? Think about it, right? Okay, okay, everyone. I hope all of you understood this scenario, right? Now let's come to the definition of, let's come to the again definition of work, right? Now, when you talk about the definition of work, okay, again, right? The definition of work is this, okay, right? Work, sorry. work done by an object and or any object is equal to what? Tell me. Product of force applied on an object, force applied on any object, and its, tell me, displacement, okay, displacement in the direction of force, Got it? Tell me, got it? Yes or no? That is the basic term, direction of force. Okay. Now, do you think that this object is moving in the direction of force? Tell me, right? This toy is moving in the direction of force? No, right? Okay. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So I need to do something, right? So for now, I will just tell you the formula, okay? But you won't be using this because whenever we talk about problems in our syllabus, the force and displacement should always be in same direction, okay? But since I'm teaching a basic concepts, okay, I'll tell you what is the actual formula. Okay, everyone, right? Got it? Tell me.
Yes.
Now, suppose force is in this direction, displacement is in this direction. So this is the angle between them, theta, right? Yes. This is the angle between them, theta. Okay. Now, there's a physical quantity, okay, right? Most of you don't know. Okay. So for us, right, I can say that work done is equal to force into, tell me, distance in the direction of force, or displacement in the direction of force. In direction of force. Okay, or there's a term called as F dot S. Now, when you talk about this dot, what is the basic definition of this dot? It is F into S into cos theta. So what is cos theta? Cos theta is again 1. Yes, I'll talk about it. Don't worry. Okay, think about it, right? We will study about each and everything. Okay. So what is the meaning of cos theta? Think about it. So guys, I'll tell you, right? Foundation students already know. Okay, board students, for you, I'll telling this. Right now, suppose, what is this? Tell me, what is this? Is this a right angle triangle? This is a right angle triangle? Yes. Okay. Yes, now, yeah, that's why it is direction. Okay, right? That's why we will have negative work or positive work. Okay, right? So this is cos theta is something associated with this triangle, right? Suppose this angle is theta. Then this side is called as base. This side is called as base. This side is called as perpendicular. I hope all of you know this already, right? And this is called your hypotenuse. Hypotenuse, right? Hypotenuse. Okay. Now, cos theta is basically your physical term, or basically your operator which relates base with hypotenuse. Okay. So cos theta is equal to base by hypotenuse, right? For now, you just remember this. Okay, just remember this. Now, if you think about it, what is this? Right? Don't you think that this is basically the reflection or of this hypotenuse on this axis? Yes or no? Tell me. If you like use your torch, right? If you use your torch, don't you think that this hypotenuse will have shadow on this? Think about it, right? There's light from the above, okay? Light from the above, right? Then this hypotenuse, right, We have a shadow on this length. Yes. Right? That's your base. Okay. Right? Don't worry about this. The value of this will be given. Okay. Right? But this is your definition. This is the definition. Right? Okay. Got it? And this term cos theta have some values. Right? It has some values. For example, cos 0 degree is equal to 1. Cos 30 degree is equal to root 3 by 2. Right? These values will be given. Okay? Right? Don't worry, we don't have to use this in our syllabus, but I'm just letting you know if you study this somewhere, okay, so you can get the idea what is the basic definition, right? Okay, because this s cos theta is your perpendicular distance. Got it, everyone? Yes, now we are dot only means multiplication, right? Okay, but since both are vectors, right, it is different kind of multiplication. Okay, but in our syllabus, right, you just have to study about this force into displacement. Okay, yes, Ashant is given, that's why I'm teaching you guys. Okay, everyone got this? Raise your hand. Everyone raise your hand if you got this. We will try to solve one problem, then all of you can understand. Okay, right? Okay, very good, everyone. Right now, let's think about this. So I hope all of you understood what is work. Okay. Now try to answer these small problems. Think about it. Try to answer these small problems. First, a body moves around a circle of radius 5 meters and completes the entire revolution in 10 seconds. Right? The displacement will be, tell me, what will be the displacement? Tell me, everyone, what is the displacement? Everyone should tell me what is the displacement. Very good, everyone. So it should be 0. Very good, everyone. Next, question number 2. A book is lying on the table. There is no force acting on the book. True or false? Tell me, true or false? Yes, false, right? Because we already studied there are balanced force. There are two forces acting on that, right? There will be two forces acting on that. Yes or no? Right? No, it is just lying on the table. It's just lying on the table, right? Think about it. A force, right? If book is just lying on the table, we have gravity, which is acting on downward direction, right? And a force because of table, which is acting on the upward direction, right? This is called as normal force. Okay, right? This is called as normal force, right? Prahlad, static friction will be there if you apply force in this direction. Okay, but it is just lying on the table now. Got it? Got it? Yes or no? Okay, so it is false. Now, what about third question? Tell me, what about third question? SI unit of force is Newton. Okay, very good. Fourth one. If an object is moving, there must be net force acting on the object. True or false? True. Yes. Very good. Yashira, how it is false? Think about it. It is true now, right? Because any object moves by the virtue of force.
Sir,
Now, this is a tricky question, by the way. This is a tricky question. Okay, right?
Sir,
Think about it.
Sir,
Yes, one.
sir,
Yashira?
when it is in uniform motion, sir.
Yes, very good, right? Because when you talk about net force, the question is what? Here the question is not accelerated motion, yes or no? Right? Suppose there is no acceleration is 0, right? Still an object can move, right? Okay. Yes, so you can say that uniform velocity, okay? Uniform velocity. Because when you talk about uniform motion, it's right? So if any object is moving in uniform velocity, okay, then the force will be 0. Next, fifth one. A body of mass 5 kg is moving with acceleration 2 meter per second. The net force is, yes, very good, 10 Newton, right? Easy. Very good, everyone. Okay, very good. So see, what we have studied till now, we have studied scientific definition of work, formula and SI unit of work. Yes, that's why must is wrong answer, Navya, because they have said must, right? See, they have said must. So must is wrong now. If instead of must, it will be there may be net force, right? Then it is correct, right? So that's the language, but they have given must, which is wrong. Okay. Right. So we have studied about scientific definition of work. We have studied, right, formula. Okay, and calculating work and definition, differentiation, it is left, right? So, and more, one thing more, guys, right? For physics, I might be taking one extra class in 2 weeks. Okay, right? Because class 9 physics is very interesting, very, very interesting. So I might be taking one extra class in 2 weeks. Okay, right? And one more thing, do you have a free slot in the evening? Tell me, do you have a free slot in the evening after 5:30?